What up, you weirdos? Dave here, and I like knives. Here to talk to you today about the CRKT OutRage. Uh, this has a blade length of 3.5 inches. Dang, that is shiny. 3.5 inches, a handle length from top of the bump to bottom of 4 3/4, a width of a little bit less than 1.5 inch, and a depth of about 1/2 inch. I do not have a weight on this. I'd say, police alarm. Hopefully they haven't found my meth lab. I'd say maybe 4 ounces? 4 ounces max. We have a blade of 8CR13 MOV steel, a handle, I believe, of aluminum, heavily patterned aluminum, and I'm a huge fan of this thing. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Look at the blade shape. That little bit of a recurve right there in the tip, making it perfect for draw cuts such as that. Big belly, making it good for push cuts, I guess, for food prep, since this is what I made my breakfast with. Great action. This is a Thank you. This is a manual flipper. It runs on the IKBS ball bearing system. So obviously you can tell that this is manual, but it flips open just as quick as any assisted I have. Fantastic pocket clip. Look at how deep that is. It's right hand deep. It's a unique pocket clip, which I'm typically not a fan of. It's one position, which I'm typically not a fan of. But I will never move this or remove it because that's what I want. I don't care about anything else. If you like your knives, tip down. That's fine. I respect that. But you're wrong, and my opinions are truth, and this is correct. I love this clip. That got weird. I love this clip. It's one position only, though, so keep that in mind. Good. Thank you. Good lock. Strangely, there's cutout on that side, which I don't understand. There's a little bit of cutout in there. It's a little bit grooved, so you can find it. I wish it were more accessible. As usual, I wish that the lock itself were not as cut out, or maybe that the handle were a little bit more, just so that would be easier to access. But whatevs, I guess. Another thing that it's weird for me. It might be weird, I don't know. But this bump right here in the handle, you can see how it juts out above the blade a little bit. I love having my blades hidden. I don't want them to be visible while the knife is closed. But I don't like that bump is there that goes above the blade. It feels unnatural. It feels less flowy. Like down here, that finger groove is just shy of the very top of the knife. And that feels good. That flows, that it's one piece. This, I don't know. It's like when a character says something stupid in a movie that it takes you out for a second. You kind of cock your head and it confuses you, but the movie's good enough that you just kind of go with it, but you just have that one weird experience. That's what this is for me. I wish it weren't like that, but overall, this is a solid knife, and I love this for EDC. This is a little bit bigger, about 1/2 inch bigger than my Kershaw Amplitude. That one's assisted. This one might as well be, honestly. So I like this a little bit better. I like the blade shape better. It's just as deep a carry. It's a little bit wider, but honestly, I like bigger knives. I love this. Out of 10 stars, gonna go ahead and say it. This gets me screaming from the rooftops for this to be accessible in more places. I don't believe I've ever seen this blade before I got it, before I saw it in store. So I want to see more of it. Something that confuses me is that this is the CRKT OutRage, and that feels weird for me. The name feels a little tactical, I suppose. Like the outrage, I would expect SOG to name something of theirs that. I would expect Gerber to name one of their larger assisted blades the outrage, because it feels tactical. This is absolutely not a tactical knife. This I would consider a large EDC. Maybe just shy of gentleman's carry. This is a little big to be what I would consider gentleman's carry, but it is beautiful and attractive, and maybe if it were the handle were a little artsier, or it had a more decorative backspacer, then I would consider it a gentleman's carry. But this absolutely is not a tactical knife. So Outrage is just kind of weird for me. Outburst, maybe. The out, obviously, being themed with the IKBS good action. So Outburst, I think, would be better. I don't know. There's a reason they don't give me any money to name things, but that's just weird for me. And the fact that I made such a big deal about the name shows you how desperate I am to find negatives about this, which shows you how much I love it. CRKT sells this for $70, which I would say is hefty for any 8CR13 MOV steel blade. So just don't charge that, I guess is what I'm saying. Or if you're going to charge 70, give a higher quality product. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Amazon sells this for $38, Knife Center for $45, and I bought this from Cabela's for $40, and I am very satisfied. Ow, hurt my foot. And I am very satisfied with my purchase. If you can find this for $40 or less, it's possible that this is the last knife that you buy. This isn't going to be your hard use outdoor. This isn't going to be your camp knife. But if you live in an office, and if you work in an office and just need help making lunch, something non-scary you pull out, play with at your desk, if you're just cutting things around the house, this is it. You found it. I love the CRKT OutRage. Out of 10 stars, it gets a yeah, but like me yelling that really loud and then getting banned because I hurt somebody's eardrums. That's my take on this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let me know below. Other than that, have a great day. Also, good blade centering. Whee! This is just fun to play with, man. I like it.